Alright, so just a standard tuning here, E, A, D, G, B, E. And we can start with this intro that also happens at like the bridge section, I guess you could say. And it's just this kind of cool little lead section. And the way it kind of starts with like the last part of it, almost. So we just start with this little pickup into kind of the start of it. And it's this G string where we slide 5 up to 7, back down to 5 to 3. All right, and then here we kind of technically hit the start of it. And it starts in this kind of C scale. The scale is pretty much the same. We're just going to switch the bass note. So with the C, we start at a couple 3s on the A, then we go 3, 5, D, 3 on the G, 3 to D, and then we go slide 5, 7, 5 on the G. So it's all right, and then after that, we kind of go like we're going to start it again, but there's a little bit of a hitch there where we just hit the bass note once, so just 1, 3 on the A, then we go right to that 3, 5, D, 3 on the G, and we just kind of hold that just slightly right there. Okay, so it's kind of a little different scale up than the first one. But we do that same slide of the G, the 5, 7, 5 to 3. All right, and like I said, that's essentially the same scale we're going to do. We're just going to switch the bass note. So instead of hitting the 3 on the A, we're just going to take every 3 on the A that we hit there and just make it a 1 on the D, all right, for that E flat note. Okay, so we would start it, a couple 1s on the D, and then that same scale, all right, the 3, 5D, 3G, 5D, slide the 5, 7, 5 on the G. Okay, and then same deal, just 1, 1 on the D, 3, 5D, 3G, kind of hold it just a moment. And then the same 5, 7, 5 to 3 slide. All right, do that twice. Do each one of these, different bass note sections twice. All right, and after that, we'll get into the verse section, which just basically becomes like these real kind of faint, subtle chords. Some of them don't necessarily have the bass note in them, but there's a lot of the same notes being mixed around here. So technically we start with a C minor 7. So we just kind of want like the bottom parts of these chords most of the time. And like I said, a lot of the same notes. So for this, we want the 3G, 4B, 3E. And we just kind of give it a strum, pick back up through it. So 3E, 4B, 3G. Okay, then we're going to get part of this B flat 13 look here. We're just doing like the bottom part of it. So we'll do the 1G, 3 on the B, 3E. All right, and then pick back up through it the same as we did to the E, B, G string. Okay, to an E flat major 7. So just kind of take what we have there and just bring it up a set of strings. So now we got the 1D, 3, G, 3B. And then we'll want to hit this 3 on the high E to 3B. All right, and then we want this kind of interesting A flat minor with a major 13. I guess that's the closest verbiage for it I could find. So basically we just do a 3D 4 on the G and B and then have a 3 on the high E. All right, so hit that and then we'll just pick the 4B, 3E, 4B. And then basically we do those first 3 chords again, just as we did. But this time, instead of going to that 3, 4s, and 3, the A flat minor major 13, now it's just like an A flat minor 6, which is the same thing, but we just want a 4 on the high E. So we got 3D, 4 on the G, B, and E. Kind of leaves it hanging into the next section. And we just give that a single strum and let it ring. And that'll get us to the chorus section, which starts with a F minor 7 chord. And I like to do like the nice low voicing here just so we can try to get some low bass accompaniment there. And it makes it easy. If you don't have a problem just barring the first fret. Some people have an issue with that, but just bar the first fret and then we have a 3 on the A. Okay, so F minor 7 there. And the strumming on this is just kind of like strum, strum, strum. All right, down to our E flat major 7, so just 1 D with the 3 on the G, B, and E. Some kind of strum. All right, go to the F minor 7 again. Now we do this minor walk down where we'll come up to the G minor, so just bar the 3s, 5 on the A and B. Okay, and then down to the G flat minor, so just what we had there, down a fret. So we got 2s with the 4 on the A and D. And this is just kind of like one hit. So we went. Walks us right back into our F minor 7, which we'll do that with our E flat major 7 again. Do that twice. And then when we get on the E flat major 7 the second time, we just kind of stay there. And eventually we get to this chorus lead section. I think the horns kind of mimic this as well. And just a couple of little single line slide ups and all this jazz. So start with the high E. We'll go 3, 4, 3, 4, 4 up to 6, down to 3, 3, 1, 3. All right, and then this next line kind of mimics what the vocal is doing as well. We'll come up on the B string and we go 4, 6, 4, 6, slide up to 8, down to a couple 3s, and then G string 5, 3, open. All right, and there's kind of a subtle little thing that happens the second time around in that first slide up where we go, everything's the same, but once we go down to the 3, 1, 3, we do add a little extra like up to 4 back to 3. It's just a real subtle thing if you want to do it. Okay, just a little subtle thing that happens there, and then you can finish it the same way.